And then when I woke up in the morning, it was just like balls of energy. I was doing some writing and just coming up with things, and I was laughing to myself about it. It was like a happiness.
Hey, Doreen, thanks so much for coming to spend time with me today, my dear.
Yes, glad to be here.
So you got your white device
Hmm.
and you've already done 2 recordings so people can hear what the black device did for you, which is awesome. And now, what did
Yes.
you notice with the white one?
The white one, it was like an even more uplifting energy, even faster. And then, like, in 2 hours, I was already like going from a bad mood weekend to something that would probably trigger anybody to like a lighter mood, like a couple hours, because I knew I had to prepare for being moderator. But I did get a very extremely good night's sleep that night. And then when I woke up in the morning, it was just like balls of energy. I was doing some writing and just coming up with things, and I was laughing to myself about it. It was like a happiness. But it was like I haven't done that in years of just having a light mood with everybody
Oh,
passing away on me. So it's been different.
oh wow. So and you noticed that your first day?
Yeah, I was like, I knew the mood was going down, and I'm in those key companion groups to help me to handle flight or fight. But this time I was like, it was just maybe about a matter of hours. I know I was charging up the white device, and I thought maybe it had to do with that excitement, but no, it was definitely different. It was like a
Wow.
lighter mood, more into like more of the next morning, because I got a really good night's sleep all through the night. And usually I've done every once in a while, but sometimes I stay up a little later to research. But this time, after I was done with the moderating and doing my steps, then I was able to get up the next day and just do some thought, write write stuff out, and then just have this sense of humor about things in a way that I haven't had it in a very long time.
Aw, humor's always good, isn't it?
Yes. That and something else also happened. Well, I noticed with the black one, yet my hair was starting to grow out a little bit better and everything. But there was also, how could I say, in the beginning of the last one, in the beginning, when we would get the downloads from the app, I would feel a little bit lightheaded then. But this time I felt better and better balance. Like I was doing stuff a lot with more balance instead of it being like a unsure feeling.
Are you really sensitive? Are you really like mindful of how you're feeling? Like just really connected to yourself?
I think so. And it was just more about, I wanted to make sure I had the best balance. Now, a couple of years ago, I did have to do like just a minor nail surgery on one of the bigger toes. And there was so much pain in it that lasted several months. And usually, I remember one time having surgery before years ago where it only take like a week and I would be fine. But something went wrong with this one. I guess it was a chemical spill that I was sensitive to. And it's like having somebody stomp on your toes, but um, not healing from it for at least several months. But this time, and I had to learn how to not compensate my muscles again. So I was walking with a cane for a little bit, and then I got back on my feet. This was before the device. And then I was able to feel comfortable, but I would still feel a little bit, oh, I'm kind of going down a slope. But this time it didn't feel like I was going down a slope anymore. I was feeling balanced, like walking like it was nothing without having to think about.
Wow. So you recovered a lot faster.
Yes.
Oh, nice.
And so I think that also it has been controlling, making me crave better nutrition. Now, lately I found something in one of those um, year-round markets. I don't go to the regular grocery store, but they have the organic based foods too in this store. And I noticed some different kind of fruit. And I've had like the based version before, but this was like a yellow based version of the fruit. I was so used to seeing pink dragon fruit, and
Mm-hmm.
I never really had the fruit before, so I decided to give it a try, and it was amazing. And I felt started to feel fuller yesterday than I have in quite some time. It was like the start of this weekend. I was not having to intake as much in, and I've found a way to group everything together a little bit more in a tight way.
Good. Good.
It
That's
was
good. Nutrition's important. I've never had yellow dragon fruit, but I don't really care for normal dragon fruit. I don't know.
Mhm.
I've done it because I've tried it several times, but I just can't gather that taste for it.
Yeah, it must be different because there's the pink juice. Well, it's not really a juice. There's no sugar in it, but when they blend it at one of the places that just does the regular juicing, that one tastes different. This yellow one just tastes like it's got those seeds in it, but it's just smooth going down.
Hmm. I'll have to try that. I've been doing hugs like just before this on this book, the Life Changing Foods book, and I'm
Mhm.
about ready to do kiwi, and I love kiwi
Mm,
seeds.
yes. It reminds
So,
me of kiwi seeds in this, but it may not be as sweet as the kiwi, but it's not bitter or anything. It's not like the grapefruit that can get bitter tasting, but I gotten used to the grapefruit because of the goodness of it. Keeps me
interesting.
filled.
Yeah, I love all that stuff. Having fun with this series for sure. Awesome. So what do you see for the future for you?
I see more anticipation of being able to do what I used to be able to do before when I had energy in my 20s, where instead of just always being tied down to one place, it's more like walking around more. So I'm one of those that needs to keep going when I have the energy because I kind of was a fidget when I was little, couldn't always sit still. I had to do something
Oh,
and get up and move around.
oh
So
yeah. Yeah.
I love walking and everything, so I'm hoping to get back to the parks. Around here, it's okay to walk, but I think I want to go to the metro parks again because they have this one place where you can go up the, I don't want to say a mountain. It's not really a mountain, but it's up the steps. They have this steps challenge. And if I get to the top, then you can go down too,
Mm,
just to get a feel for it. It's a little bit with heights, but then I could challenge myself to become comfortable with the heights.
good. Yeah, that's good. My middle son has had a fear of heights and he
Mhm,
wants to compensate for it. So he went to jump out of an airplane and now he does like he has a rock climbing gym he goes to and he
mhm,
does like all this crazy rock climbing, boulder scaling. I don't even know what it is because I would never do it.
mhm.
But that's what he did. Now, please don't do that.
No.
But I just think I found it so interesting that he was telling me all this stuff. I'm like, well, that's one way to get over it and develop
Mhm.
some grit. But I'd rather take the stairs. That sounds a lot safer.
Yeah. And then it's just to be able to go down. Because when I was first trying to get back into walking after that episode, once my wound healed, it was, I would just kind of gradually go down. And I noticed I was doing the same thing when I started getting the black device. And I thought, okay, I need to coordinate this balance. And it probably has something to do with just going up and down And then when I was little, it took me a little while to learn to swim. But the one thing that they wanted us to do was jump off the diving board on the deep end, and that was kind of like a oh my gosh, moment. I eventually got through it, but it'd probably be something better now than it was back then.
For sure. For sure. Now you know what to expect.
Yes.
Awesome. Is there anything you'd like to say in closing, my darling?
Yes, I would like to say just keep patient and keep going with everything. And it does really help to be able to move physically as well. Don't try to overdo it at once because it takes baby steps to get there, but you gain strength along the way.
Yes. I love the quote that says from Lao Tzu, it says the journey of 1,000 miles begins with one single step.
Hmm.
Awesome. Well, thank you for sharing your experience. I'm so happy to hear that it just gave you a different sense of peace and joy. That's just so
Hmm.
wonderful. And I can't wait to see what's coming next.
I'm looking forward to it as well.
Awesome.
Thank you for making this QHS project fly. This valorous admin team, thank you. The Key community welcomes you. Thank you for making your home QHS healthy and happy. Thank you for helping us place QH centers all around the world. Together, hand in hand, we make miracles happen. QuantumHealingSystems.org. Thank you.